It is an absolute firecracker!
Alright guys, thanks again for checking out the Box to Box podcast. We're going to be checking out Group C in this one, but as always, you can check us out at theboxtoboxshow@gmail.com. Also on Twitter at theboxtoboxshow. Still searching for that sponsor. I'm not sure.
And that first follower.
If anybody wants to step up, make some moves, we'll take $1. I'll take whatever. I'll take
if you want it, we'll promote it.
I don't even care.
Ooh, that sounds good right now.
Yeah, McFlurry, as always, McFlurry's for the group. Starting off with Shane Altuis. How we doing, Shane?
How's it going, everyone?
Mike Bukowski.
Hey.
And Brian Brennan.
How's everybody doing?
All right, what is good? We are starting off, as I said, with Group C here. Colombia, Ivory Coast, Greece, and Japan. Very interesting group, kind of wide open. A lot of people think Colombia is the favorite. They are ranked 8th in the world in the FIFA rankings. Ivory Coast is 23. Greece is actually 12. Where do we want to start? We want to start with Colombia. According to ESPN FC, they have the best chance at winning the group, best chance at advancing at 86% till Falcao is out with a knee injury after tearing his ACL in January. They did last qualify in 1998, so they haven't been around for a while, but they are considered kind of a dark horse in this tournament. Brian, what are you thinking about this group?
I think they're a great team. I mean, even without Falcao, they have an absolute lethal attack. Jackson Martinez, James Rodriguez, Freddie Barn. Get used to those names. They're going to score a lot of goals in this tournament. I got them winning this group and going pretty far in the tournament. And they don't have a shabby defense either. The inexperience might be tough on them, but I think the attack will take them far.
See, I think their defense is going to be a big Achilles heel. They don't really have any midfielders. I feel like they're just all strikers. So if a team like Greece, who played 10 behind the ball the entire game...
Mike, now come on. They have Freddie Guarín, they have James Rodriguez, who I think has the potential to be one of the best players in the tournament. And, I mean, my concern is not so much the players on the pitch, it's whether or not, the Colombia has a history of being such a volatile team who just, completely crumble under any expectations that are put on them.
I think they're all attacked.
Well, Shane, they haven't added expectations for a while. They haven't made the World Cup since '98.
Exactly, but they've always had solid talent. Colombia's a really good soccer talent base. I just, that's my biggest concern. I think they're going to do well, but if there's only thing holding them back, it's how well they can move as a group going forward.
All right, let's move on to a couple other teams in this group. Ivory Coast and Greece, both according to ESPN FC, have a 47% chance at advancing. So they basically think second place is a toss-up in this group. Ivory Coast, speaking of not living up to expectations, they feel like they do it every single World Cup. They have so much talent.
Yep.
Brian, talk about your boys from the African continent.
Well, as you know from Group A, I'm sticking with the African nations. I got them in second here. They got Drogba, who pretty much stopped a war in his country. And, two words here. Yaya Toure. Yaya Toure is the best midfielder in the world right now. Their defense
might be the best box-to-box midfielder.
Box-to-box midfielder.
Is the best. There's no might be. No might be here. Is.
Might be. We'll throw Schweinsteiger out there later, but...
Yeah, I just think they're too good for this group compared to Japan and Greece. Their defense is shabby, but I think they're gonna get through.
Yeah, all right. Shane, Greece. I mean, they won the Euro in '04. They played good defense, as Mike said. They played just 10 dudes in the back and just try not to give up goals. Like, what are we thinking about Greece?
I really do want to like this Greece squad. They have I think they're really well organized in the back. It really just comes down to how are they going to get their goals. If this was about 6 months ago before January's transfer window, Mitroglou looked like, a force to be reckoned with. He was scoring goals and buckets for AEK Athens. I'm sorry, not Olympiacos. And, ever since he just fell into Fulham, he's just been out of form.
Dead zone.
He's looked awful. He's looked like he was in over his head. And that's really my concern is, they can defend, but when are the goals going to come?
All right, fair enough. And then Mike, Japan. I mean, they seem to do well there. I mean, they dominate over there in the Asian continent. I mean, they do well in World Cups. They have a good midfield. Can they score? Now, they did make the knockout round 2 of the last 4 World Cups, but can they score enough to get out of this group?
Yeah, I feel like Japan's always... I mean, they're from the Asian continent, so they're kind of lost in the mainstream media, so no one overvalues them at all, but they're always a solid team. Honda's the midfield...
Brian's boy.
Guy in the midfield. Loves them.
Kazuki.
It's a tough group. They have a chance to come out of it, though. It's just, like you said before, they got to score goals, and I don't know if they can besides off of set pieces. But they get a deep set piece. They're good. So.
All right, Mike, give us your picks.
I'm going Ivory Coast 1, then Greece 2. No Colombia.
Wow. Okay. All right, Shane, what do you got?
Just to throw it out there, I'm going to go Colombia 1, Japan 2. I completely disagree. I think most of Japan's goals are going to come off of open plays. Set pieces with their height in this group is not going to work out well for them. I'll then take Greece finishing above an imploding Ivory Coast.
Ouch. All right, Brian, I kind of know where we're going here.
Yeah, Colombia 1, Ivory Coast 2, Japan 3, Greece 4.
Ooh, give us all 4 picks. All right.
All 4.
Wow. All right. Well, I'm kind of gonna go chalk here. I think a little bit. I'm taking Colombia. I just think they're super talented. I don't care about the inexperience. I just think they have enough to score. They're gonna score a bunch of goals. And I think I'm gonna go Ivory Coast too. I know they're my boys. Gervinho, what up, Roma? Shout out.
Arsenal, great.
I think they're awesome. I just don't think Greece is gonna be able to score enough. I like Greece. I want to like Greece, but I just don't think they're gonna score enough. And Japan, like I said, if they get out of this group, I'm not gonna be surprised at all. But I'm gonna go ahead and take Ivory Coast. All right, guys. Thanks for checking out. That's Group C. Again, for Mike Depkowski, Brian Brennan, Shane Altuis, I'm Steve Cerruti. Check out Group D soon.
Cheers, boys.